Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, what a moment for this Jaguars franchise. Their first Super Bowl appearance since their founding in 1995.
And how much applause should they be getting? A ton. Why? Finally took the last step because they've been to the AFC Championship multiple times in franchise history. Finally able to step through the door, and now on the precipice of their first ever NFL title.
Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's their third ever Super Bowl appearance in franchise history and looking for that first ever Lombardi trophy.
They played the Broncos tight in their last appearance, ultimately lost 24-10 in Santa Clara in Super Bowl 50. And prior to that, fell to the Patriots and Tom Brady in Houston. Super Bowl 38, a field goal late in the game got them. They want to set the pace in this one and get their first NFL championship.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And Lawrence now going to move him around. On second down, Lawrence flushed out right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On the draw, here's Lawrence. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. Going for it. Here's Etienne. Fights through it. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards. A big play there on fourth.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville on a first down as well.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guys' pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Jason, he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. Looked like...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
That's a Trevor Lawrence I remember coming out of college. Never afraid to tuck the ball and go. People were covered downfield. 2 scores as a rookie, 5 last year. He knows when it's time to take off and put it in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment. Something no one else has done. He doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And taken down just shy of the 40. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 4. Young, he's going to change it up. Here's Young from the gun on 3rd down. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer, as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. And they'll go again with ETN. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Trucks over him. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Taking it right down Broadway. Still on his feet. He's on his way. Touchdown! Sanders, 77 yards, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. Makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one and will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne powers through. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 63 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early. Running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Toss left side for Etienne. That's some strong running. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And it is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards that time.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones, 38 yards. And the Jags are an extra point away from evening this one up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Young on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Straight ahead, ETN. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Wow, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Right, 97.
Running right, here's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
10 cycles.
Now Young. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And that He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. ETN up the middle. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7. Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball.
And now look at this, big game. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Johnson will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A 2nd quarter onside kick there to fail. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. They'll try to throw now. Young. It's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. That time a 6-play drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Travis Etienne of the Jags offense set to take over again here. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On first down, Lawrence flush to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
A handoff for Etienne. Sheds off the tackle, and he's got this down to the 35. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On first down, right back to Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
This is caught. And The Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll take this one in for the Jags touchdown. Brenton Strange taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And just shedding him off there. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And Young's throw there incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. Why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
We'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He'll buy some time right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a chance first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Lawrence on first down. He targets Ingram for another grab. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Jaguars continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown here. Now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run with Sanders. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 166 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. 2nd and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And they'll give get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Throwing, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Screenplay, here's Etienne. Good footwork at the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the drive will continue after the conversion on 4th. They'll work from the 20 on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flush to his right. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Here is Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. The
boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Young looks to throw on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Fulasade American. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jags were treated to a strong first half from their franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi Trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But there's ever a chance to regroup. It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Young to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Come on, set.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 24. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down, back to Sanders. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Young will set to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Right to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Aluakin.
So we recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Jones has it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Jaguars are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Young. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, back to Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll go again with Sanders. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. Running right, here's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young on 3rd down. Finding room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Young working out of the gun. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Etienne on the toss right. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Etienne. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Once more, Etienne. And this time he is into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational at clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back to Spacey.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and goal. Second down, back to Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back.
And now here's another interception. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now we get a timeout call on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the 21, here's second down and 5. Here's Sanders. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time.
Well, it's hit and the ball is free. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. Wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Young. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you,
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, Lawrence. A solid stiff arm. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. Gets around him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
It's great seeing that type of run from Etienne. And look, I know we couldn't consider him for Rookie of the Year last year, but it really was his rookie season since an injury cost him all 2021. And he looked like a rookie.
Touchdown! Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Young here, you can see, changing the play. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, Young forced out to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively.
You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Once again with Sanders. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Foyesade American.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now they'll change things up. Lawrence on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now 2nd and 9. Out of his end zone, Young. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Young on first down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. To throw, Young. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yeah, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job.
Let's go.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Young. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in
Still
time.
4th down.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. An audible here to get a new look. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here, and we're watching it in front of us.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN and trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from the 20. And the Jaguars continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down, back to Sanders. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
It's Young on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
A second down throw for Young. And his throw is incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Young. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense. I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sanders, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll try to run with Sanders, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we...
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now Young on 4th down. And now here's another interception. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots,
Trying to add more points.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. A short throw to Ingram. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
On 2nd down, Young again. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Young. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Well, no shock here. For the 7th time in this game, it appears they'll go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. Down right around the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Fourth down, Young. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. On second down, here's the option. Pitching it out to Etienne. Gets past one man. Shreds him with a stiff arm. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, rush coming, and he's taken down. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Tripping, this is easy, got them excited to meet me, I got diamonds, you got CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat, hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say, let them talk about us, my whole crew is about 100 deep, gotta walk around it, I kill it and then I walk away, put the chalk around it, I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say, let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep, gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away, put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters are climbing your river like boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds.